Hey guys, it's Anna Savala, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to color a page inside of the Secret Garden coloring book. Basically, I started out by kind of choosing what sort of colors I want to use for this page. I decided to use kind of yellow and oranges on the petals of the sunflower, and then greens on the stems and leaves, and blues and yellows on the bumblebees. Kind of test out which sort of colored pencils blend well together, just so that way you have a little bit of a plan before you jump straight into coloring. I started out using a mustard color yellow and pushing hard on the inside of the petal and then getting lighter as I get towards the middle and outside of the petal. This way I could kind of have like a gradient effect of a darker color yellow on the inside of the petal and then a lighter color towards the outside. Next, I used a little bit of a sunshine yellow, and I went from the tips of the petal towards the inside. And since this color was lighter, I could push as hard as I wanted because the darker color would just blend really nicely with the lighter color. For the outside petals, I used kind of a warm orange, and I did the same thing I did on the inside petals and blended from the inside out using more pressure on closer towards the center of the flower and then going lighter as I went all the way around. Next, I used a red orange on the outside of the petal and blended that in towards just the regular orange. After that, I used that same red orange on the middle of the lighter color petals on the inside, just to kind of give those a little bit more of definition to make them pop. I used hot pink for kind of the inner side of this flower, and I didn't do any blending for this, I just used the straight color pencil. Next, I used lime green for this inside part of the sunflower, just so that way there could be a little bit of connection between the stem and the leaves and the sunflowers. There was green in both of those. Then I kind of colored the inside with browns, pinks, and oranges just to finish off the sunflower. For the stem, I outlined the stem with dark green, kind of blending in just like I did the petals. Next, I used a lighter green just to blend it all together and to create a little bit of dimension in the flower. For this part, I used the same dark green that I used on the stem to outline the part of the leaves, like the veins of the leaves. Next, I blended the outside of the leaves inwards so that way they could have a little outline of the same dark green. This is a little bit different, but I used a yellow color so that way the petals would kind of match the leaves, and I used the same yellow in the sunflower that I did kind of around the veins of the leaves. Then I finished this off with the lime green that I used on the stem just to complete the leaf and blend everything together. Lastly, I colored the bumblebees just with a little bit of yellow and a little bit of blue on the wings. For this next part, the little writing on the leaves says, "Surround the sunflower with a swarm of bumblebees," so I added my own little bumblebees, and here I kind of imitated the same little ones that were already printed in the coloring book. I just used a regular black ballpoint pen for this, and I just drew the round body and kind of scribbled in the lines of the bumblebee. And I just did my best to imitate the little cartoons that were already printed in here. coloring the bumblebees, I used a dark blue to outline the wings of the bumblebees. I kind of blended that inwards for the inside of the wings, and then I used a light color blue to blend all of the wings together. Then I used the darker blue just to add in a little bit more details. I used the same sort of yellows that I was using on the sunflower to color in the bumblebee. Then I added little stingers and some dots to make some trails that maybe the bumblebees had flown in, just to kind of connect all the bees together. Lastly, I used the same hot pink I used on the sunflower and started out with kind of like more pressure, and then I blended out towards the end of the trail. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know how your coloring goes in the comments below.